Hurricane season is in full swing, and it's important to remember to have a plan, not only for yourself, but also for your furry family member. Sarah Dowdy from the LA SPCA and Aaron Miller, Director of New Orleans Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness, join us now with more on that and what your plan should be. But first, tell us who you have here, Sarah.
This is little Miss Loretta. She is in foster care with the Louisiana SPCA, and she's going to be up for adoption in just a matter of weeks.
So tiny, a little baby kitten. I mean, how old is she? Probably like
she is 3 weeks today.
3 weeks old. Precious.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to the crux of this evacuation. What's the city's plan like now when it comes to evacuating your pets?
Right. So in a large-scale emergency, when the city-assisted evacuation takes place, pets are a part of that. We know that they're part of our families, and we know that that is one of the largest barriers to people evacuating. So we have plans in place in partnership with the SPCA and with several state agencies to make sure that we can take care of your pets for you.
And there have been some changes recently, right? Sort of to upgrade that whole evacuation plan to make more space for them.
Right, absolutely. So if you have a small pet, if it can fit on your lap in a soft-sided carrier, then that's able to travel with you on the buses to evacuate. If it's a larger pet, we have members of the SPCA as well as some of our public agencies which help us out through the evacuation process.
Yeah, and you know, Sarah, for pet owners, it's tough, you know, just deciding what to do. I mean, these are family members.
They are family
just like
members.
everyone else. So how soon? I mean, we should get our plan together right now. But I mean, it should be different plans for different pets, I suppose. And maybe if you have an unusual pet, what's the deal with that? Yes,
that's a good question. You definitely want to make a note of the fact that you have perhaps an exotic pet like a bird or a reptile, and make sure that you have all their housing ready to go with them. And just as with other domestic pets, you want to make sure that all of their vaccines are up to date and that you have all of their identifying information on them, tags and microchips.
I guess, Aaron, if there is like a reptile or something, could you carry that in the carrier as well?
Right, so you know, when we've had this exercise and when we did this in 2008 for Hurricane Gustav, we saw a variety of pets, both what we call the typical pets, your cats, your dogs, your fish, but we also saw reptiles, birds, things like that. For specific questions, be sure to get with your vet. If there's something that you really just aren't sure about, go ahead and contact the SPCA. There's a resource to help point you to local vets who can help you to get prepared or to answer any particular questions you may have.
When I saw the newfangled carrier, I suppose, or the kennel that you have, those are mostly just for dogs and cats. And is that right?
Right, that's correct. There's specific carriers for each type of animal. Like I said, if you've got something that's out of the usual, or if you go to your local pet store, consult your veterinarian, you still have some questions, the SPCA or 311, glad to help you get pointed in the right direction, answer specifics you may have.
Is there like a kennel or something, like as you travel, that travels with you as well? Isn't there that option too?
Right, so, you know, once you get registered for the city-assisted evacuation plan, you'll receive a wristband and also your pet so that we can make sure we keep you together as you go through the process.
All right, well, thanks so much, Aaron Miller and Sarah Dowdy. I think the baby is upset.
She's hungry. She's ready for her bottle.
All right, thanks for joining us, and thanks.